In the green heart of Uyo, the capital of Akwa Ibom State, lived a young man named Ubong Daniel, brilliant, confident, and full of dreams. Ubong graduated top of his class from the University of Calabar with a degree in economics. His name echoed through his village, Ikat Ebido, as the one who would finally take the family out of poverty. His mother, a simple market woman who sold pepper for over 20 years, told everyone, "My Ubong will work in Shell or NNPC. He will wear suits and sit in office with air condition." Everyone believed it. Ubong believed it too. After NYSC in Anambra State, Ubong returned to Uyo with high hopes. For 1 year, he knocked on doors, banks, oil firms, local government secretariats. Nothing opened. He printed dozens of CVs, wore the same shirt and tie to every interview, borrowed transport fare from friends. Some HR officers looked at him with tired eyes, others made empty promises. One day, after walking from Oron Road to Oka Etinan for an interview that never held, Ubong sat by the roadside and wept. At home, things were no better. His younger siblings needed school fees. His mother's pepper sales barely sustained them. The shame of sitting at home daily grew heavy. Even his friends began to mock him. One said, "Guy, abeg no vex, maybe you too dey overrate that your first class." That December, Ubong returned to the market to help his mother during Christmas sales. It was a hot afternoon in Itam Market. He stood beside her wooden table, flies buzzing around the pepper piles, sweat dripping down his back. His mother, Mama Ikoet, greeted every customer with the same smile, even those who bargained the price to the bone. She sorted red pepper from tat ash, measured in paint buckets, and wrapped them in old newspapers. At one point, she turned to him and said, "You see this pepper? It sent you and your siblings to school. I may not speak English like you, but this market taught me wisdom." That night, Ubong couldn't sleep. He remembered something his NYSC zonal inspector once said. "Sometimes your solution is not in running away, but in looking around you." He thought to himself, what if this is my way forward? What if pepper is not beneath me but my beginning? By January, Ubong made a decision that shocked even his closest friends. He told his mother, "Mama, I want to start my own pepper business, but I rebrand it. I build it big." She laughed at first. "You graduate in the market." But Ubong was serious. He used the last N20,000 he had saved to register a business name, Ubono Spices. He learned how to grind, dry, and package pepper hygienically. He cleaned the store, printed branded nylon bags, and created a logo with the image of a red pepper and a smiling woman. He opened a WhatsApp business account and an Instagram page. Every order was recorded. He took neat photos of packaged pepper beside clean measuring scales. He wore gloves, used hairnets, and ensured his store looked nothing like a regular market shed. Other market women laughed. "This one won't use phone sell pepper. E no go last." His childhood friend told him, "Pepper no fit make person rich, Ubong. Wake up." But he ignored them. His first customers were young working-class women in Uyo who didn't like bargaining in the market. He packaged 500 naira, 1,000 naira, and 2,000 naira pepper sachets. He offered free delivery for orders above N5000. Then came bulk orders from local restaurants. He started supplying mama put joints, bookers, and even university canteens in Uyo and AKSU. Business was moving. Within months, he bought a second-hand grinder and hired 2 widows to help with processing. By the second year, Ubono Spices was known across Uyo and Calabar. He tried expanding to Port Harcourt, but a business partner duped him, supplying rotten pepper and disappearing with his money. Ubong nearly gave up. He cried in his room, stared at the walls, and questioned everything. But his mother told him, falling is not failure. Remaining down is. He rose again. This time, more careful, more strategic. He got NAFDAC approval. He started attending local food expos. He approached supermarkets to stock his pepper. It wasn't easy, but the vision was clearer now. In his fourth year, his big break came. A woman from Diaspora Foods Nigeria, based in the UK, tasted his dried pepper at a Lagos trade fair and asked, "Can you export this to London?" That one sentence changed everything. He began learning about export laws, packaging standards, and international shipping. He borrowed money from a cooperative, bought a drying oven, and upgraded his sealers. By year 5, Ubono Spices was exporting dried pepper to the UK and Canada. Orders began pouring in from Nigerians abroad who missed the taste of home. He opened a small pepper processing plant in Etinan, LGA, employed 35 people, mostly women and jobless youths. His Kiki delivery grew into 2 vans. He launched a spice mix, pepper plus crayfish plus ginger, and it sold out in 2 months. Ubong never forgot where he started. He built a scholarship fund for indigent students in Akwa Ibom. He started Market Mama Support Scheme that gave capital to widows and aging traders. He visited schools to speak to students about entrepreneurship and dignity of labor. When he appeared on Channels TV, the host asked, "You are now called the Pepper Billionaire. How did it happen?" Ubong replied with calm humility, "I dropped my pride and picked up purpose. People laughed when I started, but now, I've shown that it's not what you sell, it's how you sell it. My mother sold pepper to survive. I sell pepper to build empires." In Uyo today, when people talk about success, they mention oil workers, politicians, and one unusual name, Ubong Daniel, the Pepper Billionaire. His story travels across campuses, churches, and youth gatherings. A living reminder that in Nigeria, in Africa, greatness sometimes hides in small places, like a market stall with red pepper under the sun. My people, sometimes your biggest breakthrough lies in what you're avoiding. Pride is expensive, humility pays better. No job is small when done with excellence, vision, and heart. This is the end of this inspiring story.